Hey guys, Danny here. Today we will be comparing the SQ12 on the left and the SQ13 on the right in a head-to-head to see which one is better. I'll be giving you the specs and giving you some video samples, and I'll leave the decision up to you. But let's dive in and see what both of these cameras can do. So when comparing these cameras, one very obvious thing is the SQ12 is a fair bit smaller than the SQ13. This is probably because the SQ13 has Wi-Fi built in, so this needs more space. The SQ13 comes in at 24 grams and the SQ12 comes in at 16 grams, so there's quite a fair difference in weight. The battery size of the SQ13 is 300 milliamp hours, whereas it's 200 in the SQ12, so you do get a better battery life in the SQ13 as long as you don't have the Wi-Fi turned on from my testing. You should get about 50 minutes of runtime from the SQ12 and about an hour and 20 minutes from the SQ13, so you're talking about an extra half hour of runtime, which can be quite a big difference, especially if you're recording and you run out of power. Okay, now let's do a side-by-side comparison of the video quality of both these cameras. I think you can see they are both very similar. I don't really notice much difference at all really. The field of view is the same on both of these cameras. The frame rate is also supposed to be the same, but both of these cameras do have issues with frame skipping. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a audio comparison as my SQ13 is faulty and has problems with the audio. If you'd like to get a better idea of what the SQ13 is capable of in terms of audio, you can watch my full review where I boosted the audio and I explained the problems I had, or you can check out another SQ13 video to get a better idea. So here I'm doing some close-up shots to test how these cameras perform when you have a subject that is close up to the camera. Now we're going to do some skipping to test out the frame rate of both the cameras. So the fast moving rope should give us an idea of how well the camera performs at a higher speed. Of course, let's test out the night vision mode on both of these cameras. You'll quite clearly see the SQ13 seems to perform a little bit better here. It has a brighter image. That's because it's using 8 LEDs where the SQ12 is only using 2. I wouldn't say it's a huge difference, but it's definitely noticeable. This will probably give you a better shot at a longer range. I've conducted full reviews of both these cameras, so I'll put a link in the video for you. So which camera is better? I think this depends on a few things. You have to remember the SQ13 doesn't have motion detection, whereas the SQ12 does. So if this is a feature you need, then the SQ12 would be a clear winner. But overall, I think the SQ13 is the better model. It has a metal design. The micro SD slot is clicky and not a slide out one like the SQ12. So overall, build quality is definitely better on the newer model. It also has Wi-Fi, which is not something I think many of you will need, but I think overall I much prefer the SQ13. The SQ12 only wins in terms of motion detection. Other than that, I think it's quite an easy pick for me, but I'll let you guys decide for yourself. I hope this video was really helpful to you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this one. And of course, I will see you in the next one.